Did you know 90% of people eat these 5 foods daily and they're destroying their health? We're all guilty of grabbing our favorite snack without thinking twice, but the truth is, the food we put into our bodies has a direct impact on how we feel and our risk for chronic illnesses. We're going to break down these foods, dive into why they're so harmful, and I'm going to give you some awesome and easy alternatives so you can upgrade your diet and feel amazing. Alright, let's kick things off with a big one. Sugary drinks. I'm talking about soda, fruit juices loaded with sugar, and those fancy coffee drinks with whipped cream and syrups. These things are basically sugar bombs disguised as tasty treats. They're loaded with empty calories, which means they have zero nutritional value and spike your blood sugar levels, leading to energy crashes, mood swings, and serious health problems like weight gain, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Imagine you're chugging a can of soda. That initial rush of sweetness tastes good, right? But what's really happening inside your body is a rapid surge in blood sugar. Your pancreas then has to work overtime to produce insulin to bring those sugar levels back down. Over time, this constant roller coaster can lead to insulin resistance, setting the stage for type 2 diabetes. Studies have shown that drinking just one sugary drink a day can increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes by a whopping 26%. These drinks are also linked to obesity, heart disease, and other chronic health conditions. Now I know what you're thinking. Are you saying I can never enjoy a sweet drink again? Of course not. There are plenty of healthy and delicious alternatives out there. Instead of reaching for that soda, try infused water with fresh fruits, cucumbers, or herbs. Unsweetened tea, both hot and cold, is another great option. Next up, we're tackling those tempting processed snacks. You know, the chips, cookies, and candy bars that somehow end up in our shopping carts. They're often loaded with unhealthy fats, sugars, and artificial ingredients that can wreak havoc on our health. Look, I get it. They're convenient, they taste good, and they seem harmless enough, right? But the truth is, these snacks are designed to be addictive, making you crave more and more. One of the biggest problems with processed snacks is their high content of unhealthy fats like trans fats and saturated fats. These fats raise your bad cholesterol levels, increasing your risk of heart disease, stroke, and other cardiovascular problems. These snacks are often loaded with added sugars, which send your blood sugar levels on a roller coaster ride, just like those sugary drinks we talked about. A recent study found that people who consume a diet high in processed snacks are more likely to gain weight, develop heart disease, and experience a decline in cognitive function as they age. So, what's the solution? Ditch the processed junk and opt for whole, unprocessed snacks instead. A handful of nuts, a piece of fruit, or some cut-up veggies with hummus are all excellent choices. These snacks provide your body with essential nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants that promote overall health and well-being. Alright guys, let's talk about trans fats, the villains of the fat world. They're like the evil twins of healthy fats, and they're lurking in all sorts of processed foods. We're talking about fried foods, baked goods, margarine, and even some seemingly harmless snacks. And they're not just bad for you, they're downright dangerous. Trans fats are created through a process called hydrogenation, which turns liquid oils into solid fats, giving processed foods that desirable texture and longer shelf life. But this process also turns those fats into something our bodies have a really hard time processing. They increase your bad cholesterol levels while simultaneously lowering your good cholesterol levels. It's a double whammy for your heart. Studies have shown that trans fats increase the risk of heart disease by a staggering 21%. The good news is that trans fats are being phased out of many food products, but they're still lurking in some processed options. The key is to read those food labels carefully and avoid anything that lists partially hydrogenated oil in the ingredients. Instead, opt for healthy fats like olive oil, avocado oil, nuts, and seeds. These fats provide your body with energy, support cell growth, and help protect your heart. Chapter 4. Artificial sweeteners. Tricking your taste buds, harming your health. Let's talk about artificial sweeteners. They're often marketed as healthy alternatives to sugar, promising guilt-free sweetness without the calories. But hold on a second, because things aren't always as they seem, especially when it comes to our health. While they may be calorie-free, artificial sweeteners come with a whole host of potential health risks. One of the biggest concerns with artificial sweeteners is their potential link to cancer. Some studies have suggested that consuming large amounts of artificial sweeteners over long periods may increase the risk of certain types of cancer. artificial sweeteners have also been linked to metabolic issues, weight gain, and even changes in gut bacteria. So, what's the bottom line? While artificial sweeteners may seem like a good idea in theory, the potential risks outweigh any perceived benefits. Instead of relying on these artificial substitutes, opt for natural sweeteners in moderation, like honey, maple syrup, or stevia. Chapter 5. High-sodium foods, a recipe for disaster. Let's talk about salt, or more specifically, high-sodium foods. Look, I get it. Salt makes food taste delicious. It enhances flavors and makes everything more satisfying. But too much salt can be a recipe for disaster when it comes to our health. The problem with high-sodium foods is that they can wreak havoc on our cardiovascular system. When we consume too much salt, our bodies retain water, which increases the volume of blood in our blood vessels. This puts extra pressure on our arteries, making our hearts work harder to pump blood throughout our bodies. Over time, this constant strain can lead to high blood pressure, a major risk factor for heart disease, stroke, and other serious health problems. The World Health Organization recommends limiting sodium intake to less than 2 grams per day, which is about a teaspoon of salt. But most people are consuming far more than that, thanks to the abundance of processed foods and restaurant meals that are loaded with hidden sodium. Start by reading food labels carefully and choosing low-sodium options whenever possible. Cook more meals at home using fresh, whole ingredients so you can control the amount of salt that goes into your food. Chapter 6. Artificial Flavors, the Hidden Danger in Your Food. We're diving into the world of artificial flavors. These sneaky additives are found in a wide array of processed foods, from candy and soda to chips and even yogurt. They're designed to mimic the taste of natural flavors, but at what cost to our health? Here's the thing about artificial flavors. They're often derived from petroleum, which is a fossil fuel. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd rather not be eating something that's made from the same stuff that powers our cars. But beyond their questionable origins, artificial flavors have also been linked to a number of health concerns. One of the biggest concerns is their potential to trigger allergies and sensitivities. Artificial flavors are complex chemical concoctions, and our bodies can sometimes react negatively to these foreign substances. Some people experience headaches, rashes, digestive issues, and other unpleasant symptoms after consuming foods containing artificial flavors. Some studies have suggested that artificial flavors may contribute to hyperactivity in children, disrupt hormone balance, and even have negative effects on gut health. The best approach is to stick to whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible. Read food labels carefully and be on the lookout for those sneaky artificial flavors listed in the ingredients. So there you have it, 5 foods you should seriously consider limiting or avoiding altogether for a healthier you. We talked about the dangers of sugary drinks, those silent killers, processed snacks, the heart attack on your plate, aka trans fats, the tricks artificial sweeteners play on your taste buds, high sodium foods, and the hidden dangers of artificial flavors. By being aware of these harmful ingredients and making conscious choices about what we eat, we can take control of our health and well-being. Small changes can make a big difference in the long run. Choose water over soda, grab a piece of fruit instead of that bag of chips, and read those food labels carefully. Your body will thank you for it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips. What's one food you're cutting out after watching this?